We are excited to share with you what is this day 2 of our mainland Japan trip that we took in the spring. It was absolutely beautiful. And we left, let's see if I can say this right, Nakatsugawa.
I think that was pretty close.
Not too bad. We left that morning and we drove through some beautiful mountain towns and made our way. Oh, well, before that, we saw so many cherry blossoms.
That's one thing I was impressed with. Those cherry blossoms were everywhere.
Everywhere. Like, we're used to in Utah where you have orchards and that's where the cherry blossoms are. Mm-hmm. But here it was everywhere, all over the mountains, all over people, like next to people's homes, the streets, like everything was lined with cherry blossoms and it was so magical. And then we made it to some cool old post towns.
So the first one we went to is called, if I say it right, Magome-juku. And these towns were along the road between Kyoto and what was then Edo. Edo is now Tokyo. In the mid 1800s is when that was changed. So on this road to go from Kyoto to Edo, they had a lot of stops. I can't remember how many, 20 something stops. But that time period was from the early 1600s to the mid 1800s to when it became Tokyo. But these towns were awesome. Mm-hmm. The woodworking was incredible. The history behind these towns is just amazing. And you'll see in parts of them where it talks about, there's some signs where it shows kind of what the people in the town, the parts that they played. What they were there for. They were for travelers, they were for traveling samurais, or just anybody on the road between Edo and Tokyo. It was neat.
No, Edo and Kyoto.
Yep.
Yes. But yeah, they were amazing because I think what was really special too is we went during, of course, when tourists can't really come to Japan. Mm-hmm. And so there was like next to nobody there. And so we really got to just experience it and not be surrounded by a bunch of people. So that was really cool.
It was really cool. The torch for the Tokyo Olympics is coming through here tomorrow. They're getting this all cleaned up. We are in Magome. M-A-G-O-M-E. Magome-juku.
rest area where people could get warm. How they made electricity when it was running. Amazing. riders. So this is a stable. This guy is a traveling samurai. This is his entourage. Then you have the officials, the town officials. They're given laborers and horses.
We ended up curving around and back down to where Mount Fuji is, and that was going to be our stay for the night. And on our way there, we hit up 2 shrines?
Yes, 2 shrines. They were big, and we didn't do enough research, but after we researched a little bit about these shrines are among the oldest in existence. They were standing in the 6th century. It's incredible to think that we were looking at buildings that are that old. And it was just, the woodworking there was just amazing. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, yep. And then of course the monks were still there and just, you know, doing their prayer ceremonies, and you'll hear in the video too the drums that they were using during that time, and it was quite the experience, and we absolutely loved it.
It was amazing.
And then we ended our night with the funnest foot bath that we had found. This foot bath that was right next to Lake Nakatsugawa, and it was just a little quaint, free place that you just go soak your feet in some hot water, and it was the perfect ending to a cold day and lots of walking. And then we just headed to our Airbnb after that.
It was a little disappointing. Mount Fuji was covered in clouds. And we'll get into more of that on our next video about it, but yeah, we were driving within view of Mount Fuji most of the day and we couldn't see it.
Yeah, and one of the reasons we picked the Airbnb we did too is because you could see Mount Fuji from the Airbnb. And we could probably see like that much of the bottom of it, but
Yep.
that was pretty much majority of what we saw during at least our first day and a half there. So
it was, but we'll talk some more about that later.
Yep. day 2. It was quite the adventure in the mountains. We absolutely loved it. Loved the things that we saw. Highly recommend going there. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and of course stay tuned for day 3. Make sure to subscribe and like this video and leave any comments and share anything with us. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see ya.